Well, folks, here we are again with Grateful42 and yet another computer build.
Some of you were asking what was going to happen with my guts from my first build.
Let me get some light on the guts.
The 8120 is going to be a build for my sister. So, she's going to get all this deliciousness along with some new stuff. The other sister. One sister already has a computer.
The other one.
Yeah, this whole ordeal has been... When my sisters graduated high school, I promised them each computers as a graduation gift, and now I'm finally fulfilling 2 years later.
Money makes it easier.
Yeah. Anyway, so
we have a 750 Ti. I have one of those, so I can recommend them completely.
Yeah.
So mine's Gigabyte, and that's EVGA, but it's the same damn card either way.
I was recommended this by a friend. He said it's wonderful for the price, and the power consumption on it is supposed to be phenomenally low while still not hindering performance.
Yeah, I would agree with him on that.
And my sister loves purple, so I got her a purple case fan.
Yay, purple fans!
And here's going to be her C drive.
A 240 gig
240.
OCC
I ain't
SSD.
spending $500 on a drive.
Yeah, that 460 through me off, but OCC's out of business, so I can't blame them anymore for that.
And power supply, because I love Corsair apparently. Corsair, we'll see how long it lasts.
They die. I've seen so many of those die on an unbelievable level.
If it dies, it's got a 5-year warranty.
It will go, I guarantee you.
Okay. And ooh, sweet. What's this? Oh, they gave me this graphics card. Just earned. Oh, it's $150 worth of in-game. Okay. So
I got that. I got that with my 550 Ti as well. This
I might give that to a friend.
I'm going to have to rectify this situation at some point.
Okay.
Because I'm sure many of my viewers know these power supplies are not because they're Corsair, but because that particular model is just the CX series in general.
Alright, so there's all the new guts.
But that'll work just to put the system together. So.
Yep. That'll work.
Now we're taking a look at the case, the Elite 430.
I haven't bought stuff from Cooler Master in a while. My first power supply was Cooler Master, but I purchased it used, and at some point Soda got into it.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you remember that.
Wasn't that on your old build?
Yeah, that was the original build.
Yeah, that had like the brown stuff all over.
It had brown stuff all over the PCB, and it just melted.
Yeah.
Ooh, this looks nice.
Ooh, wow.
And whoa, there we go. All right.
Oh yeah.
3 hands come in handy.
Okay, we got the case.
And this came with a red LED, and because my sister likes purple LED for the fan.
You should put the red LED in a red case. Red LED fan.
Surprisingly light, but I know it's all steel construction.
Yeah, it's usually the thickness of the steel that's the difference these days.
That's pretty nice.
Here's the case itself. It's got USB 3 on the front, USB 2 on the front, audio, a blank for a FireWire that should be used because FireWire is coming back, baby.
Oh, FireWire like blanked out.
Like you said last time. And then these two. But these buttons have a lot of resistance on them. Wow.
They're pretty nice. I like my clicky buttons.
Clicky. Has a mesh front. And looks like a... What, is it filtered on the front?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's filtered on the front, so you can just vacuum that. Has, wow, I like that. It has, like, mesh filtering on the top fans.
That's cool.
And a window on the side, so you can look at your computer and be like, ah.
Oh, it doesn't stick. No more static.
And of course,
on the inside too.
And of course, here's the back, which is just your typical case. It's a bottom-mounted power supply model, so you don't get hot air going into the power supply like you do in a lot of cases, like mine.
Yeah. There were a few cases I was looking at. I wanted this one in particular, extra $10 than what I wanted to spend, but I know that my 8120 is extraordinarily hot because AMD, and I didn't want that power supply that will be running at pretty much full load to be sucking in hot case air. So I wanted the bottom mounted power supply for this build. My rationale behind it. Is that thumbless screw giving you problems?
That thumb screw isn't thumbable.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, they tighten that down to where it just seizes.
Okay.
All right, here's the inside of the case. It's just your typical ATX case. It's nothing special. Although it's since it's a cheap case, you know, you got to put in the standoffs yourself. It's just your classic Torsorda case. There's your cables and more cables and a bag, and there's the fan we're going to swap so that it's purple.
Yeah.
And it also needs a fan. And what's
Yeah,
nice
we're
about
gonna
that,
bring- yeah, we're gonna
we can
reuse
move
that fan in the back.
What's nice, what's funny is we're taking this. Is it blue?
It's red.
A red LED fan. We're just going to move to the back because it's there.
Yep.
So purple and red. I guess it kind of goes together. Maybe, sort of, kind of.
It'll be nice, I guess.
Yeah.
Forget colors.
Alright, folks, this is the EVGA GeForce GTX 750 Ti. We're going to take a look at it
Yeah.
and see how the cooler differs from mine. I think it's just like a black fan, and that's like without all the heat piping, and that's the only difference.
Get another one of those.
Yay, adapters.
Figures I'd open the wrong end.
At least you don't do that to a cereal box. I've done that.
I do sometimes. Oh, there we go.
Alright, let's take a
Yay,
look
manuals.
at manuals. Alright, let's take a look at the card itself. Hang on, wrap it. Alright, folks, this is the EVGA version of the superclocked 750 Ti. This one actually is clocked a little bit higher than mine, from what I remember when reading about these and buying one. Not that it's going to make much difference to me, but to anyone who actually seriously plays games with these,
My sister loves Skyrim.
Skyrim will run beautifully on this thing. So let's take off the protective dirt and see what it looks like. Ah.
You'll
Look
never
at
look
that.
that shiny again.
Look at that. Ain't that pretty? There's a nice big fan, too, for a small card like this, which is really good to see. The heatsink isn't much, really. The shroud on top just makes it look nice, but the heatsink is just a little thin thing like that. And that's good enough for this card, apparently. And it runs on slot power. No external power needed, unlike mine, although you can see the solder pads on the card for where they would have put one if it was necessary. But
What the heck did I get with this graphics card? Oh my god.
wow, that's awesome.
That's pretty intense.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
Innovation, inspiration, and it's a RAM. That's kind of cool, but anyway, this is the card. It runs on slot power only, so since it's super clocked already and they didn't design this to be overclocked, you don't get that extra power connector. So you can just plug it in and use it, which is really nice.
I wonder if you
So-
could just solder in a power connector.
Yeah, you probably could, but
That's the other thing.
I don't-
No, it looks like all the... Yeah, it looks like everything that would be there for...
you'd have to solder in the rest of the components that have to do with the power, that part of the power supply.
Doesn't look like that much, just the pin... It only has the pins for the connector and the capacitor there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's all you have to put in there, just to filter it, and
That'd be
Yeah.
silly. I wonder what would happen if you did that.
you'd be able to overclock it more, but it's not designed to do that, so whatever. Also, we got the board in the case, and we swapped it, and we put the purple thing in the front. Just FYI. And the DVD drive is in and secure, so
Something really nice though. It came with actually a metal case sticker. Shiny.
just look at that. You can see, look at the thickness there.
That's actually pretty good.
That's really cool. EVGA's case stickers are awesome. So, what we're going to do is put the graphics card in, put the rest of the components in, and then come back. Alright folks, we're about to do a smoke test on this build, and here's what we have to test it with. A random mouse that's going bad, that's plugged into the front USB.
Someone wanted to know what was happening with this second monitor I had. Well, there you go.
Yep, there you go. And we have an AT keyboard plugged into a PS2 adapter in the back of the keyboard. It's that one with the Fujitsu switches I made a video on a while back. And this HP monitor with a cute thing on it. Cute thing. and a bullet hole. And we're going to use this to install Windows on the computer. So
1 second. What? Sound.
Oh yeah, sound. That's important. So, well, Grateful42 plugs in the sound. And plugs in the monitor. Let's plug in the monitor. Turn the monitor on. Yeah, yeah, it works.
Oop. You didn't screw in the monitor. Oh well.
You don't have to.
There we go. Well, there's a lot of weight on this. There's a lot of weight on this connector
Oh, well, whatever.
because it's adapted like a bitch.
Mm.
I need to get a better monitor. Okay.
Okay. Now we're going to perform a smoke test and install Windows. So, smoke test. Aww.
Did you not turn the power
You know what
supply
helps?
again?
When you turn the power supply
Why you
on.
do that to me? Give me my disc.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Smoke test. Man. Other button. Man.
Plug in? Did you plug in the? Hold on.
Didn't work. Well, the front panel connector thing wasn't in all the way. The simple things.
Yeah.
So let's try this again.
Ooh.
That worked. There's the purple LED fan. There's the red LED fan. And
Yeah.
here's me hammering the delete button really fast.
Oh, we got green. Oh, we got a screen.
It registered.
Ooh.
And we're in the BIOS. So here here's the specs of the system for those who don't remember. It's an AMD 8120. It has, well, the RAM's at 1333.
Yeah, to put that back up to what it's supposed to be,
Yeah.
1600.
We got to set that to 1600 after we install Windows. And 16 gigs of those Corsair RAM sticks that so many of you probably remember. That was still like the best thing we ever did. That was awesome. Hey, you want to use an internet browser in a BIOS? Yeah, there's not much here, so I think we're safe to install Windows. Windows onto the SSD, and off we go. And unfortunately, I can't stay for the rest of the process of this because I have to get going somewhere, which will produce videos you guys are going to like. So, we've installed Windows on here. I've discovered that the CX430 power supply for this machine is actually a newer revision that has a better 12-volt rail. So it might actually be okay, but we'll find out as the time goes by.
We'll see. But yep. So now I've made good on both my promises. Both sisters have their graduation presents, albeit rather late. Well, yours was kind of on time.
Mine was on time.
Corinne's wasn't.
No.
But here we go.
There we go. As it restarts, I'm going to sign off on this video with Grateful42. Goodbye.
Yeah.